Good morning, BNI. Jeremy Brown here with another education moment. And I want to start this one with a little story. Once upon a time, there was a very strong man who took a job as a lumberjack. His boss handed him an axe and sent him off into the forest to start chopping down trees. On the first day, the man cut down 18 trees, and his boss was ecstatic. He said, "You may be the best lumberjack I've ever seen. Keep up the good work." This motivated the man to try even harder the next day, but he was only able to cut down 15 trees. On the third day, he tried even harder, but he only cut down 10. Day after day, the man cut down fewer and fewer trees, and his boss was not happy about it. So he started working overtime, even working through his lunch break, but still he could not cut down enough trees. Eventually his boss came over and told him that he was fired. Now the man was very upset. He knew that he had worked as hard as he possibly could. He just didn't have enough time to chop down more trees. Reluctantly, he gave the axe back to his boss. The boss took one look at his axe and he said, "When was the last time you sharpened this thing?" Frustrated, the man replied, "When would I have time to sharpen it? I've been too busy trying to cut down these trees." Friends, I'm sure that every one of you took the time to sharpen your proverbial axe before you set off in business. But are you taking the time to keep it sharp? There's a great book by Stephen Covey called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. In this book, one of his habits is sharpen the saw, which stresses the importance of preserving and enhancing the greatest asset that you possess: you. It means having a balanced program of activities for self-renewal in the 4 areas of your life. Those 4 areas are the physical, which would be things like eating right, exercising, and resting; social and emotional, which would be making meaningful connections with other people; mental, which would be learning, reading, writing, and teaching others; and finally, spiritual, which would be spending time in nature, meditation, music, art, prayer, or service. And it's important to note that we can't delegate the task of sharpening our saw to other people. No one else can exercise or diet for us. As amazing as that would be, no, it's on us. BNI is a great place to meet and be introduced to new people, but it's on us to cultivate relationships with those people. Lifelong learning falls on us as well. Again, BNI can help. As a matter of fact, lifelong learning is one of BNI's core values, but we have to put in the effort. And lastly, we must choose where we place ourselves on a spiritual scale and actively seek out what feeds our souls. In all these facets of life, we have to make the decision and take action ourselves. So take some time for reflection today, and let's all keep our tools sharp. And that's it for today, my friends. Until next time, you've been educated.